Hi, I'm Robert Brandt, and I own a small business here in Chesapeake, Virginia. I own Hawk Crawl Space and Foundation Repair. I met Cory Parks through a mutual distributor. He said there's another fireman doing the same thing you do, in North Carolina. And of course, I welcomed, the phone call, and we chatted and immediately hit it off. That brotherhood, that bond between firemen was there automatically. And we just began talking and sharing business stories, business secrets. Obviously, we were in different areas of the U.S., and so ultimately our competition didn't hurt us. And so while Cory and I were kind of on the same level when we originally first started talking, Cory's business has grown leaps and bounds, and all of the successes that Cory has had, he has shared with me and how he got there. That was one of the big important things about Cory was he's open, he's honest, he shares that integrity with everybody across the board. Some of the biggest goals and challenges that we had were probably centered around sales. The phone calls were coming in, but we were struggling with closing our leads. And ultimately, me not being an amazing sales guy, Cory stepped in and played a huge role in helping coach us up and coach our sales professionals to ultimately be extremely successful once he was done with them. Right away, one of the things that you are going to find about Cory is pretty much his openness, his honesty and integrity. He's not going to dance around subjects that might make you feel uncomfortable. One of the main things that Cory has also helped us out with, besides helping us out with sales and coaching sales, is me as a business owner and mentoring me and how to run my business. Cory's usually one of the first people I reach out to say, hey, have you encountered this yet? And most of the time he says, yes, I have. And here's the specifics, and here how we handled this scenario, and here was the outcome. It's just the sheer experience that Cory and his team have helped tremendously in us accomplishing goals with some of the harder jobs that we've come across in bidding and estimating. One of the bigger pieces that Cory has helped us out with is with our sales and our sales professionals. Ultimately, as a business owner, I need to be responsible for making sure our sales guys are coached up. And he took two sales guys that were below thresholds, on the verge of not working for Hawk anymore, to when he was done with them, they were crushing it. They were setting new goals. They were setting new limits for themselves, and ultimately they were extremely successful. We've ultimately grown month over month, and I attribute a lot of that success to some of the things that Cory has helped us implement, some of the processes that he said need to be mandatory in your business. And one of the things that's going to be unique about Cory Parks and his business is the fact that he was a fireman, he was an officer in the fire department, he held a leadership role, and a leadership role that ultimately decisions that were made could be life and death. And so he has a really good decision-making matrix that he wants to share with you. He ultimately really is invested in your success. The policies and procedures aspect of being from a professional fire department transferred over to his business, and so he's going to be able to offer you some really professional advice and ultimately make your business a professional one, an integral one, which is really important when you're dealing with homeowners in the service industry. So Cory Parks has been amazing to work with. He answers the phone when I call. He is always supportive. He is always sympathetic to the cause, but ultimately in the end, making sure I hold myself accountable and my business accountable. The integrity is amazing.